You feel me? I just didn't want to stream because I don't like niggas looking at my play. That shit weird. Cause I don't watch it. I don't be watching, but I don't see why niggas be watching like live stream games. Like I don't watch they shit, nigga. When they be posting their little live stream games in the chat, bro, I do not be watching that shit. I for sure be on 2K, doing a whole bunch of other shit. Who? I be going to playoffs and shit. Nah, it's because some of these niggas be using like little gimmick and meta plays and shit. Like little like meta plays and shit. You know what I mean? Like it's little cheap plays on here, man. You know how.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball.
Nah, last year I made it to the playoffs with the Falcons, but I didn't make it with the Texans. This year I got the Dolphins. I'm motherfucking 4-11 with them. I got the Raiders. I'm 3-4 with them. And I got the Cowboys. I'm 2-5 with them. So I'll be doing it up, man. Going crazy, man.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got a man complete.
So you put me on feet.
To the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Busts through the tackle. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll take this down to the 33. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Tua. Short throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Mitchell now off the option. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
speed, allow for great penetration as they stuff that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. An option give now to Mitchell. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was. Coming out, he's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. That's complete left side to Bateman. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Dolphins' 6-yard line.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack, but the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. from the gun, it's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trenton Simpson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game, he's had pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd down, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Tucker's kick is good. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. He completes it to Baker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. First down, here's Mitchell. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That's out quickly to Bateman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. They'll pitch it out to Mitchell. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Forced out to his left. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Yeah.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
And that's exactly what this play is supposed to look like when it's executed properly. The handoff inside was taken away, as well as the pitch man, but the quarterback made the perfect decision and kept it and sprinted deep downfield.
A quick throw complete out to Beckham. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins 16-yard line.
Jackson now. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Once more with Mitchell. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 3rd and goal, option right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Tua sets up to pass it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 43. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman,
64 yards.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
Complete at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Out route to Hill, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Kyle Van Noy picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Tua going to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Justin Madubuike able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Looking to pass. Tua. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The end result, 21 yards. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Dalvin Cook from 10 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get it.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars.